All right, Grasshoppers. What time do we have here? 10:03, and the one and only third most popular player to ever play Survivor, the
I was waiting
governor,
on you. I
the
was waiting on
governor
you.
of you weren't waiting on me. The
Yeah.
governor of Kentucky, the one and only Lane Stott. Waiting on me. Don't start with me.
Yeah. Waiting on you.
I was up at 3:30 this morning waiting to do this show. Sitting around waiting all morning. How are you?
Doing good. I just rolled out of bed, you know.
No. You just rolled out of bed? I mean, seriously?
Yeah.
That's a surprise.
I sleep till 10.
Yeah, we said we are going to change that. What about your sweetie? I thought she was going to crack the whip here and get things going in the conditioning.
Yeah. Well, I tricked her.
Ah.
So it's not happened yet.
How'd you trick her?
I did do good. I quit drinking soda.
So you're not no more Mountain Dew?
Yeah, I haven't drank not one Mountain Dew.
Wow, nice.
That's what I thought.
So it's I had a headache yesterday, all day yesterday. I was about to die.
No caffeine in so was there caffeine in Mountain Dew?
Yeah, that's what it is. But that stuff, like when I don't drink it every time, it gives me killer headaches.
Yeah. So you just got to get through that, right?
Yeah, which I did that. So I've not drank any Dew, but not done much of anything else.
Well,
One small step.
Well, that's a big step. That's good. That's going to work. Good. What brought this on? Did you?
No, because she's gonna make me start working out and stuff, and so it's like, yeah. Got them wedding anniversary photos in like 2 months.
Yeah, good.
In like 2 months. So she's wanting to get back in shape, and I'm like, round is a shape, and I'm okay with that.
Am I the best man or what? We didn't cover that. Who's the best man?
No, there's not going to be a best man. Tommy wants to be the best man.
What's wrong?
Dude, I really want to do the keto diet, Tom. I know you said I really want to do that.
You understand what the keto diet is?
It's like real disciplined.
Yes. So like by cheating, it defeats the whole purpose. Like you've got to.
I know, but you get to eat good stuff.
Well, you think because you can eat bacon and all that kind of stuff, right? Is that the concept? All right. Well, yeah, okay. So do you, honest question, do you think that you would get on, if you were on the keto diet, you would stay totally disciplined to the keto diet? You wouldn't cheat on it?
Well, I don't really, it's not that I eat bad. It's not that I eat like terrible, because I don't.
But I'm not talking about what you eat bad or good. I'm talking about the discipline.
No. So like the stuff that I eat, it's on keto. The only thing that I would struggle with is no taters. I won't be able to eat taters.
Yeah, like your biscuits.
That'd be the only thing.
Right, yeah. It's all your biscuits, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, but Tony makes biscuits and gravy and stuff, but I can do without that stuff because I don't eat much breakfast.
Oh, okay. So you think if you think that you can have the discipline to stay on it, then stay on it. My only concern with diets like that is that it's like, okay, you're going on a diet to lose 20 pounds, if that's what you're after. And then once you reach the 20 pounds, then what happens? You go back on the regular way of eating, and then you put the 20 pounds back on again.
Yeah. Well, it's like you got to find something that works for you.
Yeah, totally.
And like keto, I can eat stuff on keto that I like.
Or not, just another thought. Or you could just have like a healthy lifestyle where you're still eating some of the stuff that you like. It's just you're mixing in the other stuff. Like today, I didn't have egg whites. I had regular eggs with my omelet today. That was a big step.
Oh, mixing it up, Tom.
And I just had my protein shake here with my plantains and.
Hey, is that the whole blender you're drinking out of?
Yeah, just staying around the blender. No, you just get dirtying up another glass. Just take the blender. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like when Boo makes something in a pot. I'm like, I just eat out of this pot.
Yeah. There's no use. I used to drive my parents nuts too because I get the big thing of milk, big jug of milk out of the refrigerator, just drink right out of the thing when I was a kid. Yeah, they used to love that.
I can't really drink more. It hurts my stomach. I can't really drink milk.
Really? Yeah. Even when you were a kid?
No, not so much when I was a kid. It's like now, if I drink milk, it kills my stomach. But if I drink it every day for a while, then it doesn't hurt like it did.
Yeah. Like
I don't know.
you're kind of
If
sensitive. Like you're a sensitive person, really, right?
I'm a sensitive Nancy.
How was the turkey dinner?
It was so good. Oh my God, the turkey dumplings was amazing.
Oh,
It
man.
was good. Did you? Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna have
Yeah, I
Thanksgiving?
was thinking about it. I go to Costco, but I went to Costco yesterday, and there wasn't even ground turkey yesterday. There's a shortage in meats and all that kind of stuff now, and they're limiting. They're going to start limiting how much you can buy at Costco, how much meat you can buy at Costco.
Really?
Yeah, because people are starting to hoard it, thinking that there's going to be meat shortages. So
Oh, well, what do you think? Like, are they opening? Did they open your state back up?
no, the plan is to open. Well, New York. So I'm in Connecticut, and so New York, New Jersey, Connecticut are all kind of the same area. New York's going to open up, I think, starting on like the 15th or something, but it's like a phased-in plan. Like so, New York's such a different state because you've got New York City in the south that is like packed with people, and then you go up north, into like Albany and that area, and it's open. There's open country. It's like farm country. So to say they're going to open up New York State, it'd be different upstate than they'd be here. Like they'll open up upstate New York before they'll open up New York City. So they're doing a lot of things, like they're shutting down the subways in the city and everything, and scrubbing down the subways at night and cleaning them all up.
Yeah.
They had homeless people that were starting to sleep in the subways, and then they found unfortunately, two homeless people have passed away in the subway. So it's every time you turn around, especially in the compacted area like Manhattan, there's always something new coming up, right? Like if you look back at the start of the whole thing, they weren't even sure if they should close the schools or not. Well, looking back at that, it was like, well, that was kind of foolish to think. But in fairness, I'm not that I'm a big fan of the mayors. In fairness, though, nobody's been through this before, so they didn't know how to handle things. So
yeah. How did the homeless people where were they at? They weren't like on the platform, were they? Like just
no, they're died.
That's messed up.
I think they died in the trains. They tested both of them. The last I heard was that one had tested negative for the virus, and the other one, the result hadn't come back yet. So, I guess you don't. It's awful to say this, but you don't know. Just because they passed away in the subway, it isn't necessarily because of the virus. I mean, there's
No,
like,
but that's just sad though that like somebody didn't find them sooner, because that basically means that nobody checked on them. Nobody.
Yeah, well, apparently there's like 200,000 homeless people in the city of New York. So it's become more and more of a problem now. And
Tom, I have a solution to solve the homelessness.
What is it?
Okay, you know how like in every city, well, in my town, like there's abandoned buildings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they take our tax money and do God knows what with it. If they would take that money and turn them into like apartment complexes and stuff, they can allow the homeless to live there. And and like I know that a lot, not all the homeless, but some of the homeless have like a substance abuse issues and stuff like that. Like some of those buildings they can turn into like counseling places or rehabs or whatever. Like there's ways to like make it better, but nobody does it.
Well, yeah, I know. I think there's a lot of legal issues. They do have homeless shelters in the city, and some of the homeless just don't want to go to the homeless shelters. I don't know this for a fact, but it seems like there's a lot of crime in the homeless shelters. So,
my mom was homeless for most of her life.
Oh, really?
And she lived on the streets for most of her life up until I want to say, I don't know the exact number, maybe the past 15 years.
Really?
And then my brother had bought her a bus ticket to come to Kentucky. She lived in South Florida, in Tampa and St. Petersburg, most of it. And so she come up here and I put her in an apartment. And then I put her in another apartment. And then she got kicked out of that one and she went to a homeless shelter for a while. Then finally she moved in after my grandpa passed. She moved in my grandpa's house and lived until she passed. Mm-hmm. So she spent the majority of her life in those shelters, and she told me that they're not good places.
Yeah, right.
And I can understand why a lot of people don't want to go to them, but if you had a passion for it, or if whatever, there's a way to make things work that's good for everybody. You know what I mean? Because there are people out there that they're not on drugs, they're not on dope, they're not whatever. you know, like my mom, she had, you know, a few mental illnesses and some issues with mental illness and stuff. So, but there's ways that you can pitch in. There's ways that you can help. There's ways that
Right.
it's just, okay, like if I won the million, I'm going to buy me a building. I'm going to gut it out. I'm going to put apartments in it. And then like off the interest of my money, I can pay the rent for the building and the electric. And then I'm going to move people in it that don't have nowhere to go. And then you let them govern themselves. You know what I'm saying? You go to whoever's the most responsible out of all the people you've seen. And you're like, all right, listen, it's going to be your responsibility to take care of this place. And sometimes that I think it'd work. I really do. I think it would work.
I love the concept. I guess that my concern is all the legal issues, right? So what happens if somebody gets hurt in there, right? I mean,
you make them sign papers, son. You make them like when we signed up for Survivor, you give them a stack of legal documents and be like, listen, you know, if somebody wants to really have a place to stay and you know, live like a normal person, they'd be willing to do things. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people on the streets, though, it's just that a lot of them just don't have the help they need. You know,
right. There's the legal issues, there's substance abuse issues, there's mental health issues. You're right. We had I won't mention his name, but there's a former NHL player that played for a long time in the NHL, had a really good career. Was a well-educated guy. I won't even say the school because they would give it away, but he's a well-educated guy. He all of a sudden just decided, he had a family and he just decided he wanted to go live in the streets in Los Angeles. And they found him. It turned out there's some guys that were working for the Los Angeles Kings that had played with him in the old city where he was, and found him in the streets and said, listen, you don't have to be here. We'll get you help. And he didn't want to leave. It appeared like everything was fine. And he just wanted to live on the streets. He was fed up.
He's probably had a little case of mental illness.
Yeah, you know, it could be now. I mean, I know the guy, and I never saw any signs of that. That doesn't mean he didn't have it, but apparently when they went and saw him, it didn't seem like anything was wrong with him. He just had kind of gotten fed up with the way life was and wanted to live on the streets. You know? Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's kind of like my mom. She kind of just chose to. Yeah. She chose to leave. You know what I mean? And she chose to hit the road, and wherever her guy would go, that's where she would go. And if they stayed in the craziest places, and I mean, seriously, she was homeless for most of her life.
Yeah.
And then when she got older, you know, she couldn't do like she used to do. That's what it boiled down to, is she couldn't do the things she used to do. And, you know, being old and being on the streets, that's rough. And she wanted to come back home. Right. And so, you know, we made that happen, but it was some years before it all lined out. I put her in a couple different apartments on several different occasions.
Right.
And she, for some reason, she would just always muck it up. She would always, it was like she was trying to fail, you know what I mean? And she was trying to mess things up. And she got kicked out. I finally got her in one that was income-based for the elderly, for older people. It took like 2 years to get in there. And I finally got her in that, and that was the longest place she had lived. And I say 20 years. She stayed there about 6 years.
What kind of an upbringing did she have? Like, were her parents?
Oh, my grandparents, they were awesome. They lived on.
That was your grandpa that you're at now?
No, it's the one in Lexington. The one that lives in. They lived in Wilmore, Kentucky, which is north of here. He was the one that was a dairy farmer.
Yeah.
He grew tobacco. He was a farmer. He grew tobacco, and he was a dairy farmer. Yeah. And I mean, they worked for every penny they ever had. There's some hardworking people, and she was just always wilder and damn it. Yeah. Since she was a kid, she was wilder and damn it. She would throw hissy fits and run away, and you know, if she could pick out of the crowd, she would always pick the one that was the most degenerate out of the crew. Yeah. And you know, and that's who she wanted to run with. Right. I think she had a little bit, like I said, she had a little bit of mental illness, and she also had a heart of gold, and she thought she could save everybody. And I get a lot of that from her. Yeah. And so, like, everybody that she was friends with, I think, because she felt a certain type of way, she wanted them to know that they wasn't alone. The problem was she always got with people that wasn't willing to help themselves.
Right.
And so they would drown her just as much as, and, but yeah, she literally in and out of shelters. She used to call me years ago when she lived in South Florida. And, see, that was the thing about my mom. She was homeless most of her life, but she never missed calling for my birthday. She never missed calling for Christmas.
Yeah.
And even though she wasn't in my life, I still got the phone calls and we still talked and whatever. And it wasn't until later where things got better. But she told me she was the mayor of Tent City. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, yeah, it's like 100,000 homeless people. We all got tents and I'm the mayor. I was on the news. And I was like, that's good, Mom. I'm so happy for you. But she said she was on the news and everything. It's been back years ago. Tent City, I think it was in Tampa. And she's like, you can look it up. Go online. You'll see me on the news. I was like, oh, Lord, woman. I don't want to go look you up. But she was living in a tent with all these homeless people and trying to run things, which eventually they got ran out because of the alcohol and this, that, and the other. But my mom was a crackerjack, son. She was a nut.
It's funny. You make me think back, about living conditions, all that kind of stuff. Living in a tent. And I didn't grow up living in a tent. We had a house, but when we grew up on a farm, we didn't have a flushing toilet. We had the toilet there, and there was a bucket underneath, right? So you had to take the bucket out when you're done and dump it out in the field.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's no shower or anything like that. We would have during the summer when it was warm enough. Obviously, we had a different bucket. We would go take a bath outside. And then my grandparents lived down the road, so during the winter, if we need a shower, we go down there. So that's what we did first.
When I was little, my mom used to come take me, and we stayed in some pretty crappy places, but we used to bathe in the creek.
Yeah.
Like literally, like we'd all be butt naked bathing in the creek. Like there was no running water. I can remember the cabin we stayed in. It was just some little shack out in the middle of in the middle of nowhere. Sure. No electric, no running water, no nothing. And we would wash our ass in the creek. And which I thought it was fun. I didn't know that, my dad wasn't too happy and it wasn't how it was supposed to be, but I thought it was fun. I enjoyed bathing in the creek.
When you're a kid like that, too, you don't know any different. Like I was growing up as a kid, there's no flushing toilet. I didn't think I was some big sacrifice or something. And that's, we're fine. That's a great family. Our parents are fantastic people.
Yeah. Well, listen, when I go camping, that's what I do. I bathe in the lake. When I go camping, it's like, yo, you got your bathtub right here.
Well, then why on Survivor? You're like the only one. They'd have to come and get you on a boat and take you someplace to have your little, you go sit in the toilet for a few minutes. Like everybody else had to go in the ocean where you got like camper.
You're such a liar.
It was always going to go have a shower and everything.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
You know what was funny, though, is I didn't feel like anybody smelled too bad.
Yeah, I didn't notice it either. I mean, my clothes, when I got back, I kept my clothes and it smelled like smoke. Yeah, it smelled like smoke, but
No, they smelled terrible. And then I got to thinking, I was like, yo, you remember when I hugged Jeff and kissed Jeff and stuff? He's got to be like, yo, these people stink.
Yeah. You know what? I think because we all probably stunk. To him, we probably stunk, but the rest of us did. Right?
Yeah, I think that.
I did notice that. You know what? Now that I watched the replays that you hugging him, he was kind of cringing a little bit, like
whatever. Like, he had such a big smile on his face. He was so happy.
He had to pretend he's an actor. He had to pretend that he was happy about it, right?
He's an actor. Yeah. He's pretending.
Yeah.
So this Wednesday it's 2 hours, and then the finale's next week.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So we're like 2 tribal councils tomorrow.
Yeah.
Huh. How many people? So they got to have one more chance to get back in the game, right?
Yeah, the battle back.
Right.
But I don't know if it's going to be, if the battle back's going to be this week or if the battle back's going to be next week. I don't know.
Huh. Oh, and then they didn't tape a show for season 41 or 42 because of the virus. So
I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah. Maybe they'll bring us back. Maybe they'll replay season 39.
Oh, God.
Maybe they'll re-edit it.
Yeah, they could re-edit.
Yeah.
They could just show all Lyro stuff because Lyro was pretty fun.
Yeah, they're blessed. You're blessed. You're making fun of me all the time, picking on me.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Well, listen, so you got up at 3:30 this morning?
3:30 every day, up before 3:30. The bed gets made perfectly before I leave the room. I turn around, look at the bed. It's made perfect. I'm all fired up. I go downstairs. I make my amino acid. I get the amino acid powder, mix it with water. Then I go juice. I found at Costco. I found some really good turmeric liquid turmeric. So I mix that. So I juice up ginger, a cucumber, and put the turmeric in it, and have a multivitamin after that. So the turmeric and the ginger just puts hair in your chest.
Gee, this is why I don't want to be healthy, because I don't like that stuff.
Yeah, well, it's not a matter of liking that stuff. It's what it does for you. Like, so once I put that into my body, it's like, oh, I am fired up. For like by 3:55, I'm out the door for the march, for the 30-minute march, do a little video. Maybe I'll do a shout out to you when I'm on the video.
Hey, wait, did you ask Boomer Esiason if you watched
you know what? I didn't get into it. He talks more than you do, for God's sakes. Didn't get a word in edgewise. So
you should have asked him if he watched Survivor.
Yeah, he wouldn't tell. He wouldn't admit it though. Like he's supposed to be the big guy, right? So like he's got the big ego, big head, big ego.
Yeah,
he's a good guy. He's a good guy. Oh, that's right. Andy Dalton went and signed with your Cowboys too, right?
Did he? I didn't know. Oh, he signed with the Cowboys, really?
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan of the Cowboys.
Well, I used to be a big time fan of them when Tom Landry was coaching, and but yeah,
we're talking like 40 years ago.
Yeah, is there a problem with that?
I was dead. I wasn't even alive.
You were dead.
I wasn't even alive. I wasn't even here.
Yeah, I guess you were alive yet. Yeah. How old are you?
I was 2. 40 years ago, I was 2.
4 years ago.
40
years ago, you're 2.
Turn your bell tone up there, Papaw.
I told you, since I've eaten healthier, my eyesight's gotten better, my hearing's gotten better, everything. I get better. It's incredible. I'm 62 years old. I'm better than ever.
Your ego is ridiculous. Well, listen, since I don't get better, I'm getting rounder. But I always heard that when you put on weight, when you get with somebody, that means you're happy. I'm so happy.
You're making an excuse for making excuses. The Elaine that I first met out in the island was motivated, driven.
That's my problem. I told you this 75 times. You don't listen to me. I can't get motivated, and I don't know how to motivate myself.
And you can't, but you got on Survivor.
No, I know, but during quarantine at this moment right now, for some reason, I don't have any motivation.
You keep sitting there.
I'm just blah. I'm like blah.
You keep sitting there telling yourself you don't have motivation. Let's do a little exercise here, okay? Please. Okay. Just say after me. I am motivated.
I am motivated.
I am motivated.
I'm motivated.
I am motivated. Yell it.
I'm motivated.
Not motivated.
See, it even sounds funny when I say it.
I am a machine. Say it after me. Come on. I am a machine.
Oh, well, it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. I'm just trying to postpone and prolong as long as I can.
I know, and I don't understand that whatsoever. You still like this.
Because, I'm stubborn as a mule, and until I get it in my head that I want to do something, I just don't do it.
Yeah, but
I just don't.
Don't say you can't though, because you've shown that you can. So that's the problem.
No, I just don't want to do it right now. I'm enjoying being lazy and doing nothing and not being motivated. And then my woman decides that I need to be motivated. And then it's like,
Okay. So that's really the issue, right? Is that you know that she's there, and at some point she's going to put her foot down. And so you really don't have to get motivated. She's going to make you get motivated.
Yeah, right? Eventually that's how it's going to go down. I'm just trying to prolong the inevitable and just hold on to them little cupcakes and biscuits and just a little bit longer.
But you can still have your fun. Like I think the problem is you've got this like healthy lifestyle, thinking that it's like drudgery or something like that.
Well, it is in this household. You should see the cupboard's got every junk food known to man, because my woman is a junkaholic. Like she is, bro. Hey, listen, like I don't eat like I'm not big on eating a bunch of sweets. I don't eat a bunch of snacks. I don't do any of that.
Right.
My girlfriend, she would eat snacks all day and not even eat a meal. Like my problem is I like real food. I like to eat them fried potatoes
Yeah.
and fried pork chops, fried. That's my problem. I'm not a big junk food junkie.
What do you got in your
But
hand? What's in your hand there? Tuning fork or what is that?
yeah, no. It's to hold my phone, but I'm holding my phone in my hand.
Oh.
Because I put it in this and then I prop it up.
Oh.
But my phone, because I fell asleep last night, I didn't put my phone on charge. So my phone's about dead. So I got my phone plugged up.
What time did you go to sleep last night?
I fell asleep, I think like at 1.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
If you were going to sleep.
Well, I got out yesterday. I done some work outside and piddled around the house and done a bunch of stuff outside yesterday. I got this old tractor trailer that's it's full of junk down here over the hill, and I'm gonna empty it out. My friend got a load of lumber from where he works at, and they were just gonna chuck all the lumber because some of it, it's not. I don't know why. Some of it looks like great wood, but
Right.
anyway, I mean, the stack is huge, and it's like you got some 14-foot boards in there. You got some 2-foot wide boards. Well,
Right.
anyway, I'm gonna clean that tractor trailer out, and I'm gonna take all that wood and put it in that tractor trailer.
You got to sort it all. So all the 14 footers by themselves and the 12 footers are by themselves. They just don't randomly throw it in there.
Well, I'm not. I'm gonna use part of it to build me a dog porch.
Dog porch, another porch.
I'm gonna build my dogs a porch, and then I'm gonna keep the rest. Cause listen, there's always a need,
Yeah.
or something you can do something with wood. So I always keep.
Especially
You
if
know
you
what I mean?
build a house, too. You're going to build a house, you're going to need wood. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would use that lumber or whatever, but I mean, it's a ton of lumber. I'm just gonna throw it in my tractor trailer I got over here, and then.
Right.
So I was cleaning out. Listen, I found a snake skin that was like 5 foot long.
Right.
Yeah, like there is like, yo, this is sketch in here. So.
Right. A tractor trailer. I told you the story that I got my tractor trailer license, right? Learned how to drive a truck. I tell you
Yeah,
that story.
you did. Yeah. You're. How long did you last driving? I don't remember that.
Oh, I was right. So I did this like in 1986 or something like that. I did the class, came back and took the driver's test here in New York and got it, and then never drove a truck after that. Learned how to drive. That was it. Yeah.
Such a weirdo. It's because when you set your mind to it, Tom, you accomplish the goal.
Absolutely. Get it done. So
Yeah.
look back now, I've got like when I hear somebody say like they've got a bucket list, they get told they're going to, I hate to say like this, they're going to die and they have a bucket list. Well, why are you going to wait for somebody to tell you that you're going to die before you do all the things that you want to do?
Yeah.
Right. It's like getting a healthy lifestyle. Why wait? Just do it now.
That's true. That's true.
Like going
Tom, as usual, you're always right.
You know
I
what?
think I threw it up a little.
Now you're
I
catching
said that
on.
out loud.
Now you are catching on.
No, you're so full of it. No, listen, you're the king of motivation, but I represent the other 90% of the country. We're not motivated. We're self-loathing, but we can't get off our asses and do it. You know what I mean? Like that's America.
Well,
I represent well.
yeah, but you tell yourself you're that. You are what you tell yourself you are. You don't have like that. It's like the people like they get up on Monday and go, oh, like Monday is so terrible and all that. Well, why is it's like we're conditioned to think that Monday's terrible because it's Monday. It's not terrible. It's another great thing.
What I dislike most of the days of the week except for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I like Sunday because Sunday's usually football.
Yes.
And so I love watching football and stuff.
Thursday, I think Thanksgiving Thursday could be one of my favorite days the whole year. Get the turkey going, football on all day.
Turkey.
Oh yeah. Oh, our boys come over. We have the whole spread going on. Same thing every year. You cannot change it. It's the same way every year.
I hear you. I mean, that's how we do it here. But I decided that we're going to start doing it every month.
Yeah. You know what? Good idea. I like that. I do like that.
Hey, so since why don't you send me some workouts? I know you sent me the workouts before where I actually went to the gym, but I don't have any gym equipment, so I need workouts that don't have gym equipment.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, first thing I'm gonna say, like, what do you? So you have some equipment, right? You told me you had the bench and pull-up bar and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I got a bench and a pull-up bar, and I
So
even have a bike. I even have a bike in the garage somewhere.
okay, but so I'm gonna send you a program, but it's like a program means that you have to like follow the program. Follow.
You know I don't follow rules too well, don't you?
Rules. We want to be a program on a program, right? But we're not looking for perfection on the program. It's just always progress, right? That's right.
No. So you send it to me and let me look at it and see if I can do that stuff. Because the last workout you gave me, I almost died.
But it's how you do it. Like, don't go.
I had jelly or I couldn't even do a push-up. I couldn't do one push-up, one. And I can pop out 20 easy. I know you think I'm kidding, but I can.
Oh, I know you can. I saw you carry that rock over there by the fire and then sit on it for the next 12 days.
Well, I'm a lot stronger than what I look.
I know you're strong. I have no doubt. That's the thing. I know how strong you are. I know how motivated you are. I know how disciplined you can be. I watched you. That's the Elaine that I met.
Yeah.
You know,
this is new. This is new Elaine. And Elaine, quarantine Elaine is ornery and lazy. She ain't trying to do nothing.
Well, there's a lot of people that get ornery. Being like either people are by themselves or stuck with the spouse and the kids all day long. I had a good buddy.
Quarantine's got us all messed up.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to, though. I mean, I know why, but I mean, it's like if you get on the schedule, 3:30, wake up, make the bed, perfect. March at 4:00. Discipline.
My body's not capable of waking up at 3:30 when I go to bed at 1.
Well, then don't go to bed at 1. But you don't have to get up at 3:30. So if you're going to go to bed at 1, get up at 8. Start that way. And then maybe now you fall asleep earlier. You go to bed at midnight. You can get up at 7.
Yeah. You're making me sleepy just talking about it.
No, take a nap. Take a nap. That's a good thing. You take a nap.
I love naps.
So how's your girl? Are you doing a show with Lauren as well? You're still doing a show with her?
Nah, me and Lauren, we never started a show. I just done her show.
That's what she did. Yeah.
Yeah, she does all kinds of stuff. Lauren does. She does a little bit of everything.
Right.
I do podcasting and stuff with people, because I'm bored, and it's a good way to stay connected. You know what I mean?
Stay relevant.
So I do podcasts and stuff, but nah, we don't. You the only one trick pony in town. So
there you go. There you go. I was going to ask you something about Survivor too. Oh, your boy Nick there. Is he going to be whining tomorrow night too? Do you know?
I don't know. I think he's in trouble. I don't know how it's going to go down. I'm hoping he can pull it out and turn some things around, but it's not looking too good for him right now. He lied to Tony, and that's a big mistake. So,
but it changes from week to week, right? I mean, like somebody looks like they're all of a sudden now it switches to somebody else. So who's left? Ben, Tony, Nick,
Jeremy, Michelle, Sarah, Denise.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes down. It's going to be 2 weeks left.
So I'm going to say that Sarah's going to smarten up here. She's going to go after Tony. She's going to have the light bulb's going to go off. She's realizing, why am I trusting him?
Yeah.
She said, I've got to get him off. So she'll head the way. So tomorrow night, my prediction is that Tony's going off, and let's say Tony and Nick are going home tomorrow night. There's going to be 2 travel. Yeah, sorry.
Don't say Nick. Don't jinx him like that, Tom. What are you doing?
So who are you picking then? Who's going off tomorrow?
I'm hoping that Jeremy or Tony goes. One of them. I'm hoping one of them goes, and then after that, if Jeremy goes, then maybe Tony can go right after. So I'm hoping those 2 go.
Yeah. Although Tony is pretty entertaining. He's good to have on the show.
Yeah, I know he is. It's crazy. That dude's nuts. He's a good TV.
Yes, he is. All right. Well, there isn't too much going on in life, is there? It's kind of boring.
Quarantine. It's
right,
kind of boring.
I'm going to send you a program for working out.
Okay.
And are we shooting for Monday, or is it tomorrow?
No, just send it to me, and
you'll take a look at it.
Yeah, we'll start doing some of it.
Right.
I don't have to wait for Monday to work out. I just always say that as a joke.
Okay. Well, I know.
I did get out and work out yesterday just by doing the shit I was doing was working out.
No, that's good. Get outside.
So
All
you
right.
send it to me. We'll see if you're gonna give me a bunch of squats and stuff and lunges
No,
and
I think I've learned my lesson. So we're gonna back up. We're gonna we maybe just limit it to start with 3 days a week. I think walking should be 5 days a week. But I think the weights and that kind of stuff will start with 3 days a week. So you've got rest days in between, right? And we'll ease into it. Okay, do lighter weights.
well, listen. I don't know if you remember my boob or not, but that girl, she doesn't ease into anything.
Well, I
Once
know
she
you come to that.
starts, she 0 to 1,000.
No, but that's not you can't go from. That's why you're sore, and then you don't want to do it anymore, right?
Oh,
So-
but she does it anyway. I tell her that all the time. We get in a fight every time we start working out.
Right.
The first week we'll fight. The
Right.
first week we always get in a fight because she goes from 0 to 100, and I got the mentality of like you. I want to ease into this. I ain't trying to pull nothing. I ain't trying to. And she just over there going crazy, So
Well, listen, if she can do it, if she can keep going through it, because you go hard one day when you haven't worked out for a long time, you're going to be sore the next day. If you can go the next day and work out and go fight through it, then you're fine. But not, So it just makes it more drudgery. I mean, you're going to be a little bit sore when you haven't done anything other than lift a rock, every 30 days.
Yeah.
On Survivor.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be me. Listen, I get sore just bending over tying my shoe.
You do not. You're such a.
That's a long stretch, you know what I mean? I got all this obstacle right here in the way. It's like this belly gets in my way. I can't hardly get down there no more.
They showed a clip there on Survivor. Would you say you had a lot of insulation or something like that?
Yeah, I got insulation. I got this pad. This keeps me protected.
Yeah, definitely. Got things all figured out. No question.
You send it to me and we'll try it out.
Okay, so and what are the pictures? You got to be ready for the pictures in that's soon, right? In June?
Yeah, it's in June, the end of June.
All right, so you get roughly a month and a half to get ready for that.
Yeah, and I got a balance board. I told you that, right?
You got to. I'm telling you, you've got to utilize the balance board. Almost everything you do, if you do it on the balance board, you're just going to get ripped. You look like a machine. Where is it?
No, see this? It's like double. There's no muscle there. It's gone.
Oh, stop! You're full. There's muscle there. All right, we're done with each other. That's it. We're going to talk again on Thursday, right? We'll have the fitness routine sent to you, and you'll be in shape by Thursday.
Okay? By Thursday, you're so full of it.
See you Thursday.
Bye.
Okay, it's going to take a little. When I push the button now, it takes a little while. All right, so don't get impatient. See you guys. We'll see you on Thursday.